So turn off now if you don't want to watch it. No, don't do that. Stay there. Right, this isn't just what's in your camera bag. This is another one of those what's in my camera bag when I travel. So I posted one of these about, I don't know, 16 months ago, back last June or something. And I wanted to share what I've got in my camera bag when I travel, because it's not just camera gear, it's work gear as well. You know, I travel with work a lot, so I can't carry all my camera gear with me all the time. So I posted that. I'll put the link somewhere down below, up there, something like that, to last time. And I was using a low pro Fastpack 150 last time. I did then end up going to the 250. I started with the 250, went to the 150, went back to the 250. Although they were great bags, what I found was by the time I put the camera gear in and my laptop in, there was no room for anything else, which was okay to travel. But when I got to wherever I was going, like now in Singapore, I had no room for my boiler suit or the documents I've got to take to jobs or things like that. And taking the camera gear out, it was left in a hotel room, just in my suitcase usually, or the safe, because I had nothing to store it in. I also ended up with a separate bag for the office, which again was defeating the object of what I was trying to achieve. I wanted one bag that did everything. I know there's no such thing as one bag that does everything, but I tried to get as close as possible. So anyway, my office bag has died a death, so I had to invest in a new bag for the office. So what I had in mind was to try and get rid of the low pros as well at the same time. So I've basically gone back to a normal backpack, a routine backpack. So I had a quick look around the various shops in Abu Dhabi, and I settled on Quicksilver. I went into Quicksilver, not that you'd ever catch me surfing, in a Quicksilver shop, and I came out with this item. This is a 27 litre, it's like a day sack really, like a leatherette type effect, so it looks quite nice as well. So it's okay for going to the office, but it's good for travelling as well. And what appealed to me with it was the main compartment pretty much opens flat. So putting camera gear in there is dead easy. And as I've just found out yesterday when I went and shot a sunset vlog in Singapore here, I can actually get my travel tripod, which the camera's on now. It's the old Rolly one that I used to use as my main tripod. It fits in here with all my camera gear. So when you're walking through the streets, it no longer looks like a camera bag, and there's no tripod on the outside either. So we'll come back to that in a minute. So, one big space, what do I do with the camera gear? So I have an idea for storing the camera gear somehow, okay? And you'll also notice, compared to my last vlog on this, I seem to have started carrying more camera gear, okay? Well, I'm still carrying the 3 lenses, but now I've got the X-T3, not the X-T2. The cleaning gear still. The dead cat for the microphone, which is up on there with the camera at the moment. I've changed the GoPro out for a DJi Pocket, again, which is up there. But I was using the GoPro adapter so I can plug the microphone into it. It's a nice little trick instead of buying the DJi one, if you already got one. I'm still using the GoPro, but not when I travel anymore. So that's one camera gone from traveling. I've got the 2 chargers. This one is for my works camera, in fact. That's missing. Just a minute. There's another camera missing. Ta-da! Okay, works camera. I'm still on a Nikon, okay? This is the, I think it's the A900. The A900. And the reason I'm still using a Nikon for work is because I've yet to find a Fuji that can beat that. This does everything I want it to do when I'm on surveys, and I could also, if need be, slap it into manual mode or aperture priority mode and do a couple of bits of the sort of maritime type photography that I like to do as well. So there's another camera that goes with us. Power bank, still essential, albeit I've changed now from a cheap Malaysian one to an Anker one. I've got a My Passport now that I'm backing everything up to. Never had that before. Being able to just push in the SD cards and it backs itself up is a great asset. I've gone from circular filters and the circular polarizer I still have to a set of Formatt Hitechs, which are much better than the cheap circular ones I was using. So I think in there I've now got 3 ND filters, 3 soft edge and 3 hard edge filters, and of course the mount for it. Within here I have the adapters then for the 3 lenses. Okay, and then this little end up here is my work stuff. So I always end up with a pile of documents to carry. That's in the bottom one, my file facts. iPad Pro, okay, which I'm trying to use more and more now. In fact, I'm really trying not to use a laptop anymore if I can. The standard Apple Magic Keyboard to work with the iPad Pro, and I've recently purchased a Bluetooth mouse since they've upgraded the OS system to use with the iPad as well, and a pair of Bluetooth headphones. All of the camera stuff fits in this, and this is what goes in a bag. So, in the top section of this, 2 adapter rings for my filter system, a couple of spare batteries for the Fuji, and normally there's a couple of spare batteries for the Nikon in there as well, which are in actually in the top of there, ready for tomorrow's survey. I've got, I don't know why, but I've got the X-T2 and the X-T3 wired releases in there. I don't know why I've got the second one in, because I've actually stopped carrying a second body. There's no need for it weight wise. I've still got a few sensor cleaners there, and again the sensor cleaner fluids kept in my toilet bag, so to avoid any issues with airlines. A couple of micro USB cables for the 2 chargers, hard drive cable for my passport, my iPad Pro charging cable, and a USB adapter for a thumb drive to the iPad Pro. So in this top section, when I'm traveling, we put the 2 chargers, and we put the adapter for the filter system, and I also put in the hard drive in there. So that zips up nicely. Okay, I don't carry all of this around when I go out shooting, but for traveling I do. Okay, then in the bottom section, I have to hold this now. 200mm lens, 10-24, 18-55, the X-T3, cleaning gear, the dead cat, and the Nikon. I also can get the pocket in there, and the microphone all fits in here. A couple of other bits in there. There's the whole of the pocket look, so just to show that it does all fit in there, sort of. Okay. My duster cloth, just to keep everything clean, also fits in there. That then zips up in a fashion, and that is pretty much my camera gear. It's, I don't know what's it about, probably about 300mm long, 15mm that way, about 200 that way. So there is all my camera gear, plus my filters. Simple as. And I know I've gone to a selfie stick because the rig I've got that I've set up for using the Pocket, it is so easy to use a selfie stick on it, and it just gets me that little bit of distance if I need it. Because I found that the Pocket at arm's length is still too in your face. So this is just nice, just a nice length. I wouldn't use it otherwise because I'm not that big. Okay, so this lot then, how does it fit in here? So we lie this on the table, if we can. Like I said, this opens up nice and flat. This one fits in there, slides right down to the bottom, and it's virtually the exact width of that. This one then drops on the top, and the headphones in the very top. You can then shut that up, and that's the main compartment done. Okay, now it still leaves another pretty hefty compartment here, which pretty much takes my file facts and the relevant documents that I'm carrying. And again, zipped up, done nicely. There's a nice little pocket on the side here. I don't think it's meant for a water bottle. It's that sort of shape because there's no lining to it. I normally drop my battery pack in there. And the best thing about this pack is, like the Low Pro, the iPad, and a keyboard sit nicely in there, as does the selfie stick. Finally, don't worry about that, just some hydration salts. If I open this one back up a little bit, I'll turn it that way for you to see. Little internal pocket, drop the mouse in, job done. And again, I'm not sure of the weight of it. I know it's going to be slightly heavier than previously. I think it was just over 7 kilos last time. This is now going to be slightly heavier. Obviously there's a bit more gear in there, but it does the job. The advantage being now, of course, when I come somewhere like Singapore and I've got to go off on a job tomorrow, I can whip all the camera gear out of it. I can take my Filofax out of there. I can shut that back up. I can take all the camera gear out and the headphones, so I can pretty much empty this pocket, and that actually fits in a hotel room safe, believe it or not. I did manage to get it into the safe when I tried it. But that leaves this pocket empty for jobs. Filofax in, my boiler suit goes in there, a few drinks in there, I'll be good for the day. So there we go, a non-camera bag being used as my new work travel bag with my camera gear. So there we are. Hope you enjoyed that. I'll share the links to this down below. This is the Quicksilver Barracuda, I think it's called. Oh no, Quicksilver Barricade it's called, 27 litre. I'll share, I found it on Amazon, even though I bought it in Abu Dhabi. I'll share the link on down below. This was just a cheap Amazon purchase as well, but it serves with a mirrorless, like I've got the X-T3s. It serves the purpose perfectly. It's surprising how much gear you can get in there without causing any damage to it. So between the two of them, and obviously the nice, I've kept the low pro filter bag. Between that lot, it's all compartmentalised and makes for an easy life when you travel on with work and still carry your camera. I will add to the end of this, once I've taken that camera off there, I will show you how it all fits inside, including the tripod, once I empty it back out. So give me a minute and we'll do it. There you go, just to show you that it all fits. Look, we've got the camera bag here, filter bag, and the tripod. The ball head's a bit loose at the moment because I had it taken off for this one to fit. But just to show you that it will all fit in there pretty easily. And zip back up. Job done. Perfect. I found this was an ideal setup for going down to the Marina Bay the other day, because it just looks like a normal day pack, you know. Nobody knows I've got camera gear in there till I stop and get it all out, or start waving this one around with vlogging. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed that. A little more insight, and we'll catch you all soon.